Okay, two more modifications to do. This one, as you know from the previous videos, is the transmission or gearbox mounting bracket, and as you can see it has an angle on it and I need to make that level. That's going to be a fun job. There's not much difference. It's probably about 1/8 of an inch that I need to take out to make it level. That'll be fun. Alright, that's that one. The other one I got to do is on the radiator here. This hits the compressor. That is for the valve, the drain valve that holds a rod. It also does hold the shroud, but because of tight space I'm not going to put the shroud on. If that causes me an issue, then I'll have to make a shroud of some description. This is obviously a bigger radiator than the original, much better for cooling. What I intend to do is undo these spot welds here, drill them out, move this bracket up to here. That way it'll avoid the compressor. Geez, you didn't think that putting air conditioning in would be so much fun. Gosh, what's in there? Well, that's got to be repowder coated anyway. Yeah. Oh, this one doesn't look so bad. I will be taking these off there. There's no point in me leaving them on there. It's I mean, I'm not going to take the bracket off. I'm just going to take the nuts and washers off. No point, is there? Yep. And then before I put the radiator in, all of these little dingies that have occurred, I'll straighten those out. Get myself a radiator comb perhaps and deal with that. Yep. Okay. Those are the two modifications to do. I will obviously show you when they're done. Okay, cleaned up this area here, drawn a line on it, which is the level that I need to bring this piece to. That is going to be a real pain in the ass to do. This is very well welded. Not quite sure how I'm going to attack this. Try and break the welds and grind that. Don't know. I'll probably fuck it up completely. On this, the rod here, that, hang on a second, that attaches down there and then bolts on here. But I need to move it up to here. In order to do that, then I need to make an extension there. I'm figuring I'm just going to change this drain valve here for a different style. Worst case scenario, I can just leave it like it is. But if I can get one with the little lever on it, such as they use on the block of an XK engine, then that's what I will do. And this, so that it doesn't get too near the compressor, I'm just going to cut that straight off there and repaint that little bit. So yeah, sorry, cut that off there, level, flatten it down and repaint it. Come on, you bitch, show me. Oh, hang on, that light is causing a problem there. That's better. Right, here you can see I have cut down here and I have cut through there. My next plan is to transfer this line here, which is the level line, up onto this piece and trim that off. Then cut here on that line to get rid of the excess on this, and then see if I can persuade it to pull up. If not, then I'm going to have to relieve the welds here, which is okay, no big deal. I just didn't want to have to do it, you know. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, that weld there, along there. I didn't want to do that, but hey, you never know. I mean, at the moment, I can... Hang on a second, let me show you. Come on, gimbal. As you can see, if I pull that, it moves. So, I might be able to persuade it. Maybe not, who knows? And obviously I will have to remove this as well. So once I've cut that off, then I'm going to grind this piece away. All right, let's try that. Okay, I have cut it now, making a right fucking mess. I can't touch this at the moment because it's fucking hot, because I just cut through it. There was sparks everywhere. Now kind of on firewatch duty. And actually, I think I'm stealing that from Church House Classics. Church House Classics? Yes, Church House Classics. Whenever he's doing welding or grinding in his workshop, he always spends an hour afterwards doing what he calls firewatch duty, which is a sensible thing to do, because sparks go everywhere. And, you know, if nothing's flared up within an hour, or you can't see any smoke within an hour, I think you're probably pretty safe. So there it is, that's cut. You can, oops, hang on a second. Yeah, you can see that now. That's a big ass gap. I did just try pulling on that, and I don't think that's going to move. I think I'm going to have to relieve the weld. Not cut it all the way through. Sorry, I'm trying to get you back there. Yeah, the weld under here. God, could you see this camera's I tell you what. Woo-wee. Let's see, that weld there. I will have to relieve it. Probably do it on the inside, not sure. We'll see. I've got to wait for this to cool down first, because I can't touch it. Those pieces of metal are fucking hot. Right, that's enough for the moment. Okay, you can see here that I have now ground this off. That is because I do need to be able to, when I pull that this way, I don't want it to interfere with it. But will it or not, I don't know. And then when I, hang on a second, pull it up, then I'll be able to weld these two together, because this will come up here. I may, and I'm probably thinking I will, have to cut all the way through here and just reassemble it. Wasn't going to do it, but it's probably the best way to do it, in all honesty. And then I can get this lined up correctly. Yeah, 99% sure that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut through here and then position this, and we'll get it sorted. Yeah, it wasn't worth fucking around. I cut it off. So now on here I can get things tidied up and make it level. That's going to be a fun job. Yeah, look at that. I can't touch that one at the moment. It's too fucking hot. Yes. Condenser. That is approximately 16 inches across. 12 high. The electric fan I've got is way too big. So, I kind of didn't like it. As I've mentioned before, it's a chrome one. So I'm going to be selling that, and I want to say it's probably at least a 16 by 16 fan. I'm not sure. I'd have to check that. But I found an electric fan on eBay. Don't lie to me. It was on Amazon. And you can get it in black, blue, or red. Guess what color I chose? And you can get it in 7-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch, 11-inch. Absolutely amazing. So, yes, I have bought 9 inches. which will please my wife. I used to be 7. No, let's not go down there. Where was I going? I get so easily distracted these days. Bought a 9-inch fan to go on here, which will be perfect. I still have to figure out all the bracketry, but I don't want to do anything until I've got the fan so that I know how the fan is going to fit. They all seem to use these bloody plastic shit that goes through the veins of the condenser. I can't say I'm a fan of that, but we'll see. Once I get it here, then we'll decide, won't I? Won't I? We, yes. Okay. So anyway, that condenser is just sitting there resting. Radiator sitting there resting. I'm just waiting for the paint to dry here, and then that can go back in. And then I have to make sure, and I'm sure I've been through this many, many times, but I'm going to do it again because I can. Everything I put on has to be accessible from the inside. And by that I mean the grill goes on from the outside, of course, but I have to be able to get to the nuts and bolts on the inside to hold it in place. Then I have to do the same with the condenser. I have to be able to access it from inside. Then, don't forget the fan. So it's the fan, then the condenser, then the radiator. Now, in my mind, the fan will be attached to the condenser, so that won't be an issue. I've just got to make up some brackets to hold the condenser up in front of the radiator. And then the radiator, of course, always bolts on from the inside. Whoa. This is fun. Oh, boy. And I got to say, I am enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you're not, well, I'm terribly sorry. I am. And, well, just if you don't enjoy them, don't fucking well watch. Simple as that, isn't it, really? Nobody's going to hold you to it. Nobody's going to hold a gun to your head and say, you must watch Gary's videos. Although if you tell me where you live, I'll come round and do that. All right. Again, I'm going to put another request out to my subscribers. If you have a Jaguar, or maybe even another car that you would like to just get a shout out on my channel, I'm quite happy to do that. I mean, yes, I'm Jaguar oriented. It's my thing. But I am not averse to other classic cars. And, if you want to send me a picture, I'll give you a shout out. Why not? It doesn't do me any harm. And it gets you oh, look, my car's been featured on YouTube. So there you go. All right, that's enough. Enough bullshit. Get out in that garage. Go do some shit.